Interconnectology is everything that puts silicon into systems. It's basically what used to be called semiconductor packaging in my world, but I think semiconductor packaging was a term that was coined by these incredibly clever fab people. Once they were finished with their incredibly clever product, they would throw it over to the semiconductor packaging department, and we would package it and send it on to the board level. Things have changed a lot, and these days, semiconductor packaging is an extremely exciting place to be. We're in the heart of Silicon Valley, and if you look at what advanced packaging means today, in order to produce these wearable devices or these handheld devices, companies like Apple, Google, Jawbone, Nike, huge OEMs are actually hiring all sorts of semiconductor packaging engineers because they've realized that it's pretty easy to get the silicon that go in these systems, but the difficulty is actually interconnecting them into the right form factor. So what is most exciting to me is that the level of hardware engineering today required to build these miniaturized and wearable devices is actually semiconductor packaging, or what we call interconnectology. This is a classic Brandon Pryor slide. I think Brandon presented yesterday. I'm not sure if he's here today. And it shows the progression from 1990 to the proposed future 2020 of the packaging landscape. I added a little color in terms of pizza slices. So back in 1990, semiconductor packaging was pretty boring. It was the margarita of pizza. As we progressed through the 1990s, if you asked people for a packaging roadmap, they would tell you things like 1 millimeter pitch, 0.8, 0.65, 0.5. That's what you would hear. Or 100 balls, 200 balls, 300 balls. That was CSP and BGA thinking. As we got to year 2000, we started to introduce flip chip and wafer level packaging. So as we get to 2010, we're moving into a whole different suite of exotic packaging, primarily 3D and all the technologies that allow us to practice 3D. So our pizza pie slices are getting a lot more exciting. However, I don't particularly like chocolate M&M pizza, but that's what it gave me.